Good morning. This is Akashvani and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the World News. The headlines: Indian women's cricket team beat South Africa by 52 runs to win the first ever ICC Women's ODI World Cup. Bahrain's Foreign Minister Abdullatif bin Rashid Alzayani arrives in New Delhi on a two-day visit to India. US President Donald Trump warns that China knows consequence if it attacks Taiwan. And 6.3 magnitude earthquake strikes Hindu Kush region of Afghanistan. Indian women's cricket team beat South Africa by 52 runs to win the first ever ICC Women's ODI World Cup in Navi Mumbai last night. Deepti Sharma and Shefali Verma starred with both bat and ball to help India secure a tense win after South Africa had won the toss and elected to bowl.
A victory that will ignite a nation. It will create a legacy for generations of young women to follow. The new champions of the world, India.
Chasing 299, South Africa looked well set at one stage to get to the target, but Deepti Sharma's breakthrough sparked a dramatic collapse. After she dismissed Eneri Dekasen, the Proteas crumbled from 209 for 5 to 246 all out. Deepti Sharma had turned the tide for India with a brilliant spell that yielded 3 crucial wickets, including that of South African captain Laura Ulwarth. Deepti bagged 5 wickets for 39 runs from 9.3 overs. Shefali Verma created memories of a lifetime by scoring 87 in India's 298 for 7 and then grabbed a couple of crucial wickets to restrict the Proteas women to 246. Shefali was declared the player of the match while Deepti Sharma won the player of the tournament award. Talking to reporters, India's opening batter Smriti Mandhana said that she still can't sink in the feeling of India being the world champion.
I don't know how do I react to that. Still sinking in. Just a very unreal moment, home World Cup, and just to read that champions India, I just can't. I'm still not able to process it. We had a clear focus on work on our fitness, trying to be better at each and every aspect. But the super strength of this team is the way everyone's just stuck in and just play for each other. I just can't tell you the way the team environment is, and I think that's really magic.
The victorious Indian team was given an all-time high prize money of around 37.3 crore rupees, which indicates a 239% growth over the last time. President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have congratulated Team India on the remarkable victory in the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup 2025 final. In a social media post, President said, "This watershed moment will take women cricket to still higher performances." In a social media post, the Vice President said that the perseverance, skill and indomitable spirit of the team have inspired millions and brought immense glory to the nation. In his message, Prime Minister described it as a spectacular victory that will motivate future champions to take up sports. Mr. Modi said their performance in the final was marked by great skill and confidence. Bahrain's Foreign Minister Abdullatif bin Rashid Alzayani arrived in New Delhi last night on a two-day visit to India. During his visit, the Bahrain Foreign Minister will meet External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. In a social media post, the Ministry of External Affairs informed that both the leaders will co-chair the 5th India-Bahrain High Joint Commission meeting. The ministry said the visit is an opportunity to build on the positive momentum in India-Bahrain relations. This is Akashvani giving you the world news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts, and for details of stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download News on AIR app. US President Donald Trump has warned that China knows the consequences if it attacks Taiwan, saying Chinese President Xi Jinping understands the situation very well. In an interview after his meeting with Xi, Trump said the issue of Taiwan was not raised, noting that Xi never brought it up because he understands the answer. Trump claimed Beijing avoided acting against Taiwan during his presidency because Chinese officials knew the consequences. Meanwhile, US Secretary of War Pete Hegseth voiced concern over China's growing military assertiveness around Taiwan and the South China Sea during a meeting with Chinese Defense Minister Admiral Dong Jun in Malaysia on October 31st. Hegseth stressed the importance of maintaining a balance of power in the Indo-Pacific, reiterating that while Washington does not seek confrontation, it will firmly defend its interests to ensure regional stability. U.S. intelligence reports suggest she has directed China's military to prepare for a possible invasion by 2027. 10 people have died and 260 people injured after a powerful earthquake with a magnitude of 6.3 struck northern Afghanistan last night. According to the Afghanistan National Disaster Management Authority, earthquake occurred in the wee hours and shook multiple regions, including the country's northwestern, central, western, northern, northeastern and eastern zones. The epicenter of the quake was reported in Qom, near the city of Mazar-e-Sharif, where most of the damage occurred. Authorities said many of the injured were treated and later discharged from the hospitals. The National Center for Seismology of India has confirmed that the earthquake has a depth of 23 kilometers. The tremor was also felt in Uzbekistan, Tajikistan and Pakistan. The U.S. Geological Survey has issued an orange alert indicating that the disaster is potentially widespread. Afghanistan frequently experiences deadly earthquakes due to its location along major fault lines. A magnitude 6.0 quake in eastern Afghanistan near the Pakistan border killed more than 20,200 people in the 31st of August of this year. A 32-year-old man from Peterborough is the sole suspect in the stabbing attack on a Doncaster London's King Cross train that stopped in Huntingdon, Cambridgeshire. 11 people were injured, with one staff member in life-threatening condition after heroically trying to stop the attacker. A previously arrested 35-year-old man was released after being wrongly identified. Police recovered a knife and confirmed no other suspects are sought. Train driver Andrew Johnson diverted the train to a platform, enabling a rapid emergency response. Witnesses described scenes of chaos and bravery as passengers and staff helped the injured. The Netherlands will return a 3,500-year-old sculpture stolen from Egypt. Prime Minister Dick Schoof announced during a visit to Cairo. The artifact depicting an official from the pharaoh Thutmose III's reign was confiscated at a 2022 Dutch art fair after being traced to illegal export during the 2011 Arab Spring. Following an investigation, the dealer surrendered the piece, which will be handed to Egypt's ambassador by year's end. Israel has received the remains of 3 hostages from Hamas in Gaza under a ceasefire body exchange deal. The remains handed over by the Red Cross will be identified in the National Forensic Institute in Tel Aviv. 8 hostages' bodies remain in Gaza out of 28. Israel expects an exchange for 360 Palestinian militants' bodies. Hamas said the remains were found in a tunnel near Khan Yunis, identifying one as Colonel Asaf Hamami. Despite the truce, Gaza health officials report 236 Palestinians killed and 600 wounded since October 11th, with the total deaths since October 2023 reaching 68,865. India has delivered over 16 tons of medicines to Afghanistan to help combat vector-borne diseases like malaria, dengue and leishmaniasis. Taliban spokesperson Sharafat Zaman said this in a social media post, adding that the medicines and diagnostic kits will support Afghanistan's national malaria and other vector-borne diseases prevention program. Janice Tian kept a breakout season by clinching a maiden WTA singles title at the Chennai Open in Chennai yesterday, becoming the first Indonesian woman since Angelique Widjaja in 2002 to win a WTA Tour singles crown. And now, before we close, here are the highlights of the bulletin. Indian women's cricket team beat South Africa by 52 runs to win the first ever ICC Women's ODI World Cup. Bahrain's Foreign Minister Abdullatif bin Rashid Alzayani arrives in New Delhi on a 2-day visit to India. US President Donald Trump warns that China knows consequence if it attacks Taiwan. And 6.3 magnitude earthquake strikes Hindu Kush region of Afghanistan. And that is the end of this news bulletin.